Hi there everyone. Now there is one more thing that I would like to point out for my bird watching system here, and it is probably the most important here in the desert, especially with the heat. Now in some of my previous videos you've probably seen it. I have a water hose that runs down and across through the actual bush, and I have it on a fairly slow drip. See the end there. It's a little fast right now. Sometimes it's hard to get the correct speed of the water, as you don't want to really waste it. But the main thing is that it actually drops down into some holders. Now I have a 3-step system that I've kind of invented here. The two metal, well, they're not metal, they are aluminum bowls, so they are rust proof. That is one of the main things you want to look out for. They are rust proof. You do not want to fill up a bowl, and this bird's deciding to take a bath in it to make it all messy. But anyways, you do not want to run the risk of them drinking out of something that has rust, because, well, that could be poisonous and actually kill the birds. So make sure you don't have anything like that. Plastic works okay too, I believe, but I chose these. It's a baking sheet that is made out of aluminum, and then the bottom one is actually a bowl to make pizza. And I've used this system here. I'm not sure if you can really see it. I have cut a hole in the top one, which then drains, I wish my camera would focus here, which then drains itself into the bottom bowl. So I have the water dropping down onto the top bowl, and one of the main reasons I have it do that is what was just demonstrated. The birds sometimes like to take a bath in it, and of course when they do that, it leaves a lot of dirty water. So they can take a bath on the top of it. Sometimes they, well, this guy here is going into the larger bowl. And he gave me a high five there, I guess. But anyway, so that is what the top, and look at that. In the other one, please. I guess he's not. Well, anyway, so I tried to put that there with the dripping water because I seem to enjoy the water that's coming from the hose dripping down on top of them and basically taking a bird bath. So the main reason for that top one is to keep the water clean. And as you can see, I was just out there about an hour ago from filming this, and it's already gotten kind of dirty in there. But once again, that's what it's for. And then the water then drains into the pizza bowl, and due to how our elevation works, when the pizza bowl gets full, the water, come on, camera, let's focus here. Focus. Well, anyways, it reaches the edge of the pizza bowl right there, and the edge of the pizza bowl is actually overhanging this plastic bowl. Now, the plastic bowl, once again, as you saw that other bird in there, is the largest one that we have. Now, the water has nowhere to exit from there except if it actually fills up all the way and begins draining, which is not uncommon, but with how hot it gets here, the water does tend to evaporate very quickly. So, once again, to summarize this real quick, the top pan is for the birds to take a bath in and to keep their dirtiness isolated as best as I can in the top bowl. It then drains the water without taking the dirty pieces that they tend to leave into the bottom pizza bowl. And then the pizza bowl, when it overflows, then drops or pours the water into the large plastic bowl. And once again, all 3 of these are non-rust. I cannot stress that enough. You need to have rust-proof bowls. If you do not, you will probably severely injure the birds or any other animals that drink from these bowls. Like we have the ground squirrels and some other animals. We do have rabbits that come around, and sometimes we do get the more dangerous types of animals like bobcats and coyotes, which will come in through here and they'll get a drink of water. And if it does have any rust in it, that is toxic, and especially for the birds and the smaller animals, you will likely kill them. So just be cautious about that. Yes, especially the metal ones here, they will run you back quite a bit of money if you get rust-proof pans, but you have to have them. Otherwise, you're doing a severe disservice to the birds that actually come here, and it's just wrong because you are poisoning them. Anyways, once again, I got these 2 metal bowls at Walmart, and this plastic bowl I was able to find at Lowe's, and it is actually a planter bowl. So if you can imagine, there would be a planter on top of this bowl, and this bowl would be catching the water that would drip off from the planter. So I had to buy the entire set in order to get this one piece that I wanted, but it wasn't all that expensive. So this entire setup cost roughly $40, which, if you're going to be serious in terms of watching these birds and other animals, that's not too bad because they are going to last. The only problem is that the plastic bowl, you've got to really wash out pretty well each time because it will start to collect sediment very easily, and if you don't have running water through it, especially even the metal bowls, I always have running water through it. You will have other types of... Whoa. Alright, well, the birds went flying away, so I don't know if they saw me or they saw a hawk or something else. Anyways, just to continue. Well, there they go again. Anyways, where was I? Gosh. I apologize. I completely lost my train of thought when I saw all my birds go flying everywhere. And anyways, this is my setup that I use. Oh, the running water. If you do not have running water, you will collect sediment, algae may form, and for those states who have mosquitoes and you may bring about mosquitoes being able to lay their eggs, and then you run the risk of having West Nile virus. So you need to make sure that the water is always running somewhat. So that is, I mean, you could use some type of water fountain here, I guess, but I don't have anywhere to plug that in from where I have these water bowls. And those would probably be pretty expensive. So anyways, this is my water setup, and for those of us in the Southwest or wherever it gets very hot, this is probably the most important piece of the entire setup, because if the birds are not hydrated or do not have water,